Hey, fellow Grumpies. Welcome to another episode of the Grumpy Dad Gamer. So, in today's episode, I wanted to chime in the whole Grand Theft Auto 6 physical controversy. So, I don't have too much to add to this. I think it's been, talked about in great lengths, but I definitely wanted to talk about, physical media. I'm not a diehard Grand Theft Auto 6 fan. I wouldn't say like I'm crazy about it. I have played the majority of them. So I still remember playing, I think, the first one on PC, if it was on PC. And I had a PS2 and I played Grand Theft Auto 3 there. Then I got an Xbox and I believe I played Vice City on Xbox because I think eventually it got ported over. And Vice City is probably my favorite one just because I love the 80s and I love that era. And then I played on Xbox. I think I played San Andreas as well. And I think on PS3 I played Grand Theft Auto 4. I don't know if I finished it or not. I can't remember. And I played Grand Theft Auto 5. Never finished it. I think I got like maybe halfway through the story. So I wouldn't say that I'm a crazy diehard Grand Theft Auto fan. But in any event, regardless of how much of a fanboy or lack of being a fanboy I am of the Grand Theft Auto series, does Grand Theft Auto 6 look amazing? Yes, it does. Would I definitely want to play it? Yes, I would. Would I want to spend $100 buying the game? Probably not. I'll still wait for a price drop. But what I really want to talk about is just the whole physical issue. So Grand Theft Auto 6, when it drops in, I believe in November, can't remember the exact date. It will There will be physical copies, but they're not true physical copy because you'll get the case, you'll open up the case, and apparently there's going to be a code in the box. So that begs the question: why are you buying it physical? You're just getting a case. So what is that going to be, like a coaster for your coffee? So I say that as I'm drinking my coffee. That's what came to me. Uh, you know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is arguably going to be the biggest release arguably ever in video game history. So it's been, I want to almost say like 2 decades in the making. Not 2 decades, but it's, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013, right? And now we're in 2026. So it's been a while. There's a lot riding on this game. It's like, they poured in probably billions of dollars. They're expecting to sell billions of copies. So it's going to sell no matter what. But it's a really sad state of affairs, and if you've watched my previous episodes, you know that I've talked about physical games and how why I picked the Switch 2 because it's one of the last consoles that actually still has cartridges, still uses cartridges. Yes, they've got their own faults. They use game key cards as well, which I'm trying to avoid if possible. But there's cartridges, and that's why I respect. I played a lot of computer games back in the day, but as I get older, I like the physical aspect of it. I like holding things, owning things, seeing it in my collection, and then potentially down the road, if I sell it, make money back. Right. So there's a lot of benefits to physical, but also it comes down to ownership, right? We've seen what happened with Nintendo and the 3DS, the eShop there, or whatever it was called. All your games that you bought, gone. As soon as they closed it down, gone. And what's to say that all these games that you buy, whether it's Steam or whether it's the new eShop or the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, if those businesses ever go under or they close the shop or they do just something, your game is gone forever. So unless you buy a new copy, so there's also something nice about physical games, something tangible about physical games, being able to like hold it, look at it. I mean, like, you know, you buy a game, you've probably seen a lot of my videos on playing this. This is what I've been playing the most right now. Trails in the Sky, the first chapter. It's been great. Um, it's physical. I like it. Like I can hold it. I can always access it if it ever gets shut down. You know, um, it's nice. Yeah, they don't come with manuals anymore, but you open it up, something to add to your collection. There's a nice little insert inside. So there's. I just like the fact that it's part of my collection. I've got this. I bought Ninja Turtles that I've been trying to play a little bit as well. Shredder's Revenge. I've got this in my collection. Same thing with like Mario that I've been slowly playing here and there, a little bit also with my daughter. It's nice to have physical, right? There's something tangible about it, and there's something that that you own it. It's yours forever. You paid for it, and it's your game. So you know I think it's sad because Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to be the biggest release ever. and definitely the biggest release of the year. And as the entire industry goes slowly more into digital, um, developers, companies are going to be looking at this and they're going to be saying, you know what, if Rockstar can do it, we're going to do it too. And again, we're going to drift more and more into digital products and no more physical. And obviously, the majority of sales today are digital. And yeah, we get blips here and there of physical sales spiking and whatnot, but that unfortunately that is the future. But it would be nice that future still has a place for physical, and there's a massive demographic, a massive number of people that still want physical, including myself. So whatever the reasons are for Rockstar doing this, I've heard different reasons, like they don't want the game to leak early, so people obviously get their hands on copies before the release date, and they all of a sudden they'll stream it. The game itself may have lots of bugs, and they want to have full control over the game. They don't want the original version that comes maybe incomplete to be out there in the wild. They want to have full control and be able to update it as they need. Another reason I've heard is that it's going to be, regardless, a massive download, a massive update. Maybe they don't want to, I don't know. I'm not going to say that they can't fit it on a Blu-ray disc. There are Blu-ray discs out there, whether PS5 or Xbox Series X, that have 2 discs. And again, nothing confirmed, but I heard that once that is done, that sometime after that they'll release a physical version. But again, that hasn't been confirmed yet. So it just shows other companies that, hey, if Rockstar can do it, we're gonna do it. So it's a slippery slope. We've already been going the trajectory of digital, and for a big publisher like Take-Two, I think it's Take-Two, making a game like this fully digital now, where buying physical means nothing. You're just getting a case, and inside is a code. Yeah, for people that want to collect things, and it's very sad. I still have my physical Grand Theft Auto 4 on PS3. I have my physical Grand Theft Auto 5 on also on PS3, and it's nice. You get the case, you get the disc, you get the manual, the map, the typical classic Grand Theft Auto stuff that to add to your collection. You own the game. It's physical. It's yours. And yeah, look, I get it. Making things digital is cheaper. They don't have to spend money on preparing the boxes, the cartridges, or rather the discs, the shipping, all these things that are factored in. However, if anybody can afford this, it's Rockstar. They're going to make their billions of dollars off this. Is probably the most profitable game of all time. So I'm not concerned about that. But look, listen, look at what Nintendo's doing. I'm not saying Nintendo's perfect, but if you look at sort of their structure of physical versus digital, a lot of their games, particularly first party games, they're cheaper digital by, like, I think $10 US and $15 Canadian. So, like, for example, I think like Star Fox, for example, Star Fox, the digital is I think Canadian $69.99, so $70, and the physical is $85. So there is that option. You have the option. So you are paying more because of the shipping costs, the boxing, the cover art, like the physical stuff that obviously it takes money and time to manufacture those things, and that's a given. But yeah, it's really sad that it's only digital, and there's potentially going to be no way to have the full game on the disc. But we'll wait and see. I think everyone's right now jumping the gun, and maybe the amount of backlash coming from this will change things, or maybe all along they plan to release a physical after the digital gets released. Although, you wish that the physical would be released at the exact same time as the digital. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Like this video, share this video, become a fellow Grumpy, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.